This one is about how you hate the BRRRR strategy. So
Mm.
Hank Duncan, 2665 says, "Hey, Mike, how come you don't like the BRRRR concept? Because it's too easy to botch if you're inexperienced?"
So I love the BRRRR method. I executed the BRRRR method when I was writing for Bigger Pockets back in 2007, 8, and 9. It's a huge part of my strategy. But it really isn't. It's easy in the right market. And I was right about it on Bigger Pockets back in the day. I'm sure my blog posts are still there. You can go get them. They're, I don't know, 15 years old, but they're still relevant. I believe BRRRR is a wonderful strategy in the right market. I also believe BRRRR went the Airbnb route, went the syndication route, where new investors thought it was the easy path. There is nothing in real estate that's easy. You've got to buy it right. You've got to have the right team. You've got to have the right inspections. You got to have the right money. You've got to do, you got to do, you got to do. So I love the BRRRR strategy if you educate yourself, if you have a team, if you have experience. In my second book, 15 Conversations with Real Estate Millionaires, I wrote about the BRRRR strategy twice. One with a couple doing it well, and the second with somebody saying it's a great strategy, but for advanced folks. It's the only topic that got 2 chapters in my second book. So I'm a fan, but I want you to be prepared. It is not the easy button. I hate when people believe, oh, I can do something with no money. Yeah, it's possible, but are you going to do it? Like, don't you think you got to get a track record on all this? So I have heartburn for BRRRR, Airbnb arbitrage, syndications, bigger is better, because yeah, it can work, but it's not right for everybody. And it's certainly not right for everybody all the time. That's my issue with BRRRR.
Yeah. I completed my first two BRRRR projects last year, and I picked the single worst time in history to do a BRRRR because interest rates had never, ever gone up that high that quickly.
Yeah.
And so it threw a wrench in all of my numbers. Now, because I am extremely conservative in my estimates, I still made money on both deals, and one of them was amazing, but it helped that the
Let's
appraisal
be
came
clear.
in.
You didn't make money. You were able to get all your money back,
Right,
right? You didn't really make money. It's higher debt. Let's just call it what it is. You have equity, but you didn't make money. Your debt's just bigger.
right, right. And taking your advice, I didn't create an alligator property because I could have gotten even more money out of it.
Exactly. That's
But
the
I was
key.
like, yeah, I didn't want to create a monthly payment that wasn't sustainable by the monthly rent. So I said, no, I'll just take the money back that I need to pay myself back everything I already invested.
No,
But
that's
and
I want to hit that. I want to talk about that again because I was being a little bit of a dick to you because again, BRRRR is not how you make money. You could let's just use numbers. You buy for 100. Let's just say you have an equity line. You put 100 in. You spend 10 on remodels, whatever it is, and then you take out 120. Did you really make 10 grand? You didn't make 10 grand. You actually have debt for 120,000 bucks.
right.
It may be more money than you put in the deal. You may have
Mm,
more money in your account, but you didn't make money, right? When you make money, you pay taxes. Debt is not taxed.
mm.
So that's why I have heartburn. Because again, a lot of people are like, oh, look at this. I put this in, I got this out. No, you just have more debt. That's all you've done.
Yeah, essentially, it's just a very long roundabout way of converting less ideal home equity line of credit debt into more ideal 30-year fixed rate debt.
Now that I'm totally cool with. I That's absolutely right. Go take variable eights and nines, turn it into sixes, and you have an equity spread. Genius.
Right.
I think
Right.
it's great, but it's not for everybody, and it's not for everybody in every market. That's the big thing for me on BRRRR is it has its time where it's the best strategy. And then it has a time where it's kind of not a great strategy for most people.
And the goal for me was not to make money off of the refinance. The goal for me was to make money by getting an asset that long-term cash flows and acquiring a new rental property.
And
And
then you
that's
can
how I make
reuse
money.
that. And then you can reuse that money. That's the key when you do BRRRR, right? Hey, and I did it. I'm not saying anything I didn't do, right? We had an equity line. We used the equity 6 times. We always paid ourselves back. We had cash flow. I have 6 more assets now that I wouldn't have had otherwise. But I
Mhm.
didn't make money. I secured assets, cleaned them up, and paid myself back and did it again.
Right. Right.